Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Bakakudash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well and who taught me this truth. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect of Israel. And I'm going to reiterate this as I've been doing lately in these videos. And I would say the Apostle Gabar also does it. All praises, honor, and glory are definitely due in these times. Okay, to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Once again, we're seeing the prophecies move by, unfold rapidly. Okay, the Lord is he's making good on His word. You know what I'm saying? And if the prophecies are coming to pass as they are, we got to know that the Lord will make good on His word, to save us. You know what I mean? And we just have to keep our patience. And that's going to be the focal point of this lesson. I'm going to make it quick, just a few scriptures that speak on patience. And I'm going to start at Revelation 13 and 10, which is one of my favorites. It says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, okay, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. Okay. And it says, behold, I come quickly, hold that fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown. Okay, so once again, we're in a fight. This is a spiritual war. Okay, and that crown of everlasting life is at stake. The kingdom of heaven is at stake. Your soul is at stake. Okay. But through our patience, okay, we will get the victory. The victory is already written. The victory is written, as well as the tribulations is written, as well as the temptation is written, as well as the trouble is written. The victory is already written. So therefore, all ye have to do is be patient and endure. Okay, so verse 12 here says, him that overcometh will I make a pillar in the temple of my God, and he shall go no more out, and I will write upon him the name of my God and the new name of the city of my God, which is New Jerusalem, which cometh down out of heaven from God, and I will write upon him my new name. Okay, so we have a lot to look forward to. This is basically speaking of the kingdom of heaven. We're going to be crowned. We're going to be pillars in the kingdom of heaven. We're first fruits of the kingdom of heaven. Okay? There is no greater blessing than this. Okay? So best believe all the trouble, all the temptation, all the fighting that we have to do, and the patience that we have to keep through all of this temptation and trouble and fighting is very much worth it. Okay? It is very much worth it. We just have to endure. That's why the scriptures also say, he that endureth unto the end, the same shall be saved. Okay? So you have to keep patience. Okay? Faith and patience is the key. Okay? And as long as you have 144% faith in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, you can be patient. And vice versa, as long as you can be patient, you can show forth that faith that you have in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. It starts with patience. Okay. And faith. Okay, now I'm going to get this in Ecclesiasticus, which is also known as Sirach, in the Apocrypha. I'm not sure what verse it is down here at the bottom. It says, you know what? I'm going to start at verse 10. Ecclesiastes 2 and 10, it says, look at the generations of old, and see, did any ever trust in the Lord and was confounded? or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken? Or whom did he ever despise and call upon him? For the Lord is full of compassion and mercy, long suffering, and very pitiful, and forgiveth sins, and saveth in time of affliction. Okay, we have to know that the Lord is going to save us out of whatever we're going through. Okay, we might sound like a broken record. We're going to continue to. We're going to continue to scratch this record up. Okay, because these words, like wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of our times, and repetition is very important, very key, because as long as these things are stuck in your head, then in a time of trouble you can reflect back to these words, these scriptures, okay, these epistles, okay, to keep your heart strong, okay, to keep you patient, to keep you faithful, okay. You know, that's why, and to speak, the wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times. Let me get that, and then I'm going to come back to this. It's like I'm moving too fast. And I know it's in Proverbs. Salaki, it's Isaiah 33:6. It says, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times. The strength of salvation, the fear of the Lord, is his treasure. And yes, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. The fear of the Lord, that's going to be your treasure. Okay, because that's our treasure right now, as we are already in Jacob's trouble. Okay. We're already in the hour of temptation. We're just not right in the middle of it yet. We're not dead in the center of it yet, okay? But we're almost there, okay? So this is why we move with a healthy fear of the Lord, okay? But with this wisdom and knowledge in these times, we can refer back to these scriptures, and this is what keeps us going. Okay, this is what keeps us faithful. This is what keeps us patient. When people talk down on us, when we see that the enemy is coming in on us like a flood, like we hear about what ICE is doing and all this here, and we know that eventually is coming to the southern kingdom too. We know it's coming for all of us. This was written for all of us, but it was also meant for the elect to get their victory, and the elect are going to keep patience. Okay. The elect are going to be able to, can always refer back to these words. It'll still be in their mind through repetition. And then the Lord will stir up our minds by way of remembrance. See what I'm saying? So verse 12 here says, woe be to fearful hearts and faint hands, and the sinners that go two ways. This is Sirach chapter 2 again. This is verse 12. Woe be to fearful hearts and faint hands, and the sinner that goeth two ways. Okay? This is why we have to stay on the straight and narrow path. Okay? This is why we have to stay on the straight and narrow path. And we do not waver. Our faith does not waver. Our patience does not waver. As we are going through the troubles, we will not let our hearts faint. We continue to strive for the mastery. We continue to push toward the goal, which is that crown of life, which is the kingdom of heaven, salvation, everlasting life. Being on those chariots, man. Woe to him that is faint-hearted, for he believeth not, therefore shall not be defended. If you cannot believe in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, if you cannot have faith that they will intervene, as the scriptures say, when the enemy shall come in like a flood, you know what I'm saying? I will lift up a standard. If you don't have enough faith and patience to wait and just believe in that, you will not be defended. Okay? It says, woe unto you that have lost patience. And what will ye do when the Lord shall visit you? And that's the question now. That's a good answer to that. What you gonna do when the Lord visits and you have not, and He doesn't find faith? He doesn't find patience. Which if faith and patience ain't within you, hey, you're not gonna be defended. You'll be destroyed. Um, let me see. Luke 18:18, it says, I tell you that he will avenge them speedily. I'm going to go up a little bit. It says, and shall not God avenge his own elect, which cry day and night unto him, though they bear long, though he bear long with them? I tell you that he will avenge them speedily. Nevertheless, when the Son of Man cometh, shall he find faith on earth? Okay, look here. When he comes, he has to see that faith in you. Okay, and you have to be showing that faith right now. This is on a daily basis. This is why we're going through the trials and the tribulations that we're going through right now, and have been going through. Okay, to build our faith and our patience. You see what I'm saying? I'm gonna get ready to close it out. Luke 21 and um, 8. I'm gonna start at 18. It says, "But there shall not a hair of your head perish." Okay. In your patience possess ye your souls. In your patience possess ye your souls. Because what's going to happen in the hour of temptation? Okay, a lot of people are going to lose patience. Okay, and it's crazy because we've sat here, we've been here all our lives, especially since we come into this truth and we heard about these celebrities and we're seeing how they have sold their souls, okay, for money. And here we are, we're going to do it. A lot of people are going to do it. They're going to sell their souls. I mean, these people sold their souls and got rich. A lot of you are getting ready to sell your souls for nothing. Just to exist on earth. You're going to sell your soul just to exist on earth. That's why the scriptures say, he that tried to save his life shall lose it. Okay? We're not afraid of death anymore. The death in Yahushua will be risen first. We got so much more to look forward to than what's here in Babylon the Great. This place is going to be destroyed, but yet a lot of people are going to take that chip and therefore sell their souls to continue life in Babylon the Great, and shortly thereafter they're going to be destroyed. That don't sound reasonable to me. Okay? So it's very important to keep patience and faith in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. In your patience, possess ye your souls. Okay, so back to Revelation 3 and 9. I'm always get it. Revelation 3 and 10. It says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. Behold, I come quickly. Hold that fast which thou hast. Let no man take thy crown. Okay, and back to Luke 21. Okay, because this is very important, so I'm going to reiterate it. It says, but there shall not a hair of your head perish. Okay, let me go up to verse 17. It says, and ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake. This is speaking of the elect that's calling on Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. Okay, the world is going to hate you. The world already hates us, okay? We're already going through this. We just have to endure to the end, okay? It says, but there shall not an hair on your head perish. Through everything that's going to be going on. Because Esau is finna unleash this sword like never before. Okay, and he said, and not a hair on your head perish. That is the Lord intervening. That's the Lord lifting up a standard. Okay? That's the Lord when he says, surely I will avenge them speedily. Okay? It says, in your patience, possess ye your souls. So when they present this mark of the beast to you, you stay patient. You refuse, you stay patient, and you wait on Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, to intervene on your behalf. In your patience, possess ye your souls. With that, I hope you brothers and sisters were edified. Again, giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rukakodash. Shalom.